So, hello and welcome to episode 6. Yes, we've made it to episode 6. We haven't been banned yet of the Mind Over Body podcast. Hopefully, we'll have episode 7 as well next week, as long as we don't get banned. Thanks to Mark and Jim with their chat. Let's just put it that way, with their chat. Anyway, so yeah, as I've said, we've got Mark and we've got Jim this week. And yeah, we're just going to go through what's been going on this week, what's new, what's the crack sort of thing, really. But yeah, so we'll start off with Jim. So Jim, how you doing? What's new? What's been going on this week? Tell me.
Quite exciting week, to be honest. Been quite busy. First,
you've been busy.
The quilt behind, obviously, from Brenda and Quilt Favours, which is brilliant. I've been busy. More courses, completed my UK Athletics anti-doping course and another mental health in sport course. Also took a phone call from Spartan Atlas Stone to see how Atlas Stones will be delivered next week, which is going to be a good thing. Start lifting until Mark gets off the glass and actually comes and drives. And like I said, focusing more on the wounded Highlanders. And this morning took delivery of our brand new.
Say that again. Sorry, break you up a little bit.
Just took delivery of our brand new logo.
All right, beautiful.
I love it, me. Love it. Absolutely love everything about it. Everything about it, I love.
Right. So, Mark, well, I can see Mark's got something to say, as always.
Oh, no,
so
it's I've had a busy week, to be fair. I spoke to Brenda as well. She's doing me a quilt. Can't wait to see that. I'm going to send her a little hamper to say thank you, because obviously mine's going to be a little bit better than Jim's, because mine's got my 2 regiments on and the Wounded Warriors. I might even get the logo with Established 2020 on it. But there you go. That's a different topic altogether, isn't it? However, training's been good. Picked up a little injury. Spoke to a bit of a physio. She told me to have 2 weeks off training. Like, that's going to happen. But where you go. But we'll get crack on from there. But no, it's all good. All good.
How's your Throne cookbook coming along?
Hey, it's in the final stages of being edited, and then it's going to be put everywhere. So when it goes out, that's when I start, just to show people that I'm doing it with them.
Fair enough. I was going to ask about your vegan lifestyle, but yeah.
Hey, be very careful how you say these words. You don't want to be a target for discrimination against vegans now, do you? So let's just embrace the fact that I'm doing this food orientation to see how I adapt to it, how I train with it, how I progress in it, how I don't progress in it. That is the only reason why I'm doing it. That is the only reason for my clients I'm going to do it, whereas I can give them advice on being vegan, on a vegan diet or a vegan meal plan. So behave.
I support.
I support you trying it out, and I will observe that you're
well, in my house, if I'm vegan, there's no meat being in my house, because the simple fact is I'm a carnivore. I will munch it all up, so it's not going to be there. Take away the temptation. Just like if you don't want to eat chocolate, you don't buy chocolate. You don't want to eat crisp, you don't buy crisp. You don't want to have your bacon butties in the morning, guess what? You don't buy bacon.
Well, I support vegans because not only have I got a massive giant pork in the oven downstairs waiting for it to come, but I also took a bag of carrots to the local horse down the road and fed them to them today.
See, you'd open yourselves up here, lads. I'm telling you.
I love it.
You should be promoting positivity towards people's needs, right?
Listen, I am all about positivity.
Going on.
I am positive for every vegan because it's more meat for me.
When
it's one less person taking that fillet steak. Beautiful.
Well, they're not in my house.
I support the vegan movement, and like, have you got any clients that are vegans? Actually, speaking of that,
yeah, I've got a few.
Yeah.
A few. Yeah. And they've seen it, and they've given good feedback on it. Some food they didn't think they could eat. Some foods they didn't think about putting together. So it's they're liking it, they're enjoying it, and that is their life choice. So
yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm gonna help my clients the best I can. As long as the reason why I'm doing the food is so I can understand where they're coming from training. Like, so in certain diets and certain way of training and certain ways of eating, there are certain foods you should remove on a weekly basis and certain foods you should add on a weekly basis. Whereas vegans are very restricted on what they can add and what they can take away. So if I
because a lot of it's carbs, isn't it?
The majority of it is. A lot of it is. But a lot of the food that the intake is. So it's finding what helps me through my journey in my goal on the vegan diet, and that's the only reason why I've done this cookbook, so I can understand my subject matter. How can I promote people being mind over body if I can't even help someone who's a vegan or a vegetarian? Do you know what I mean? So I need to cover all bases to cover my professionalism in my job. So that's why I try. I'm not going to just sit there and read about being a vegan. I'm going to try it. I'm going to be a vegan for 6 weeks. That's the reason why I've done it. And the only reason why I'm going to be doing it shortly is because I wanted to show people, and I wanted people to come on that journey with me. So if you are a vegan, or if you're not a vegan but you want to try training on a vegan diet, then join it and start with me. We'll get a big group together and we'll smash it out and all create meat together. But there you go. That's just a different way of looking at it, and that's a good.
To be fair,
that's why I want to do it.
To be fair, right, I have eaten something vegan before. I have. It was a beautiful vegan chocolate brownie. It was amazing, absolutely amazing.
Download the cookbook. There's loads of dessert.
Honestly, it weren't this farm. It was like a farmer's market thing, like artisan foods and stuff like that.
Wait a minute. You went to a farmer's market, to get a vegan brownie.
No, not obviously I didn't go to a farmer's market just to get a vegan brownie, but like artisan foods and stuff, and you had like all these different bits and bats, and then you had this little vegan section, and there were a vegan brownie there, and I'm like, actually, I'll have a try about it. It looks nice, it looks tasty, and it was banging, it was class. It was so good. I'm like,
not all vegan food tastes like a flip flop, you know. So don't worry about that.
No, exactly. That's what opened my eyes. That's what opened my
exactly.
eyes.
It only tastes like a flip flop until you add meat to
it. How do you have your aubergine steak?
That's their choice, and that's what you got to understand.
No, exactly. No,
that's exactly their choice.
I know quite a few vegans, to be fair, and this, like.
Do you not find that all miserable?
No, actually.
Not really.
One of my old DJ friends, when we were DJing down in Sheffield, he used to play upstairs, and he were vegan, and we used to stop off for a coffee on the way back home because we were like in the same direction home. And I kept asking him, how do you cope? Like, all I want is to wake up and have a bacon butty, you know what I mean? It's like, it just comes, mate. It just comes as habit. You know?
But it's not clear.
That's exactly what that is, but that's food. Okay, that's food.
Exactly.
If you make a food source a habit or a way of eating a habit, like food prep, yeah? Some people find that really difficult to do. Whereas if you bring it in slowly and make it a habit, then guess what? It becomes normal.
Yeah.
It's changed. Everyone's worst habit is the food. Everyone. Don't care who you are, what you're doing for a job, your food is your worst. And when you get it controlled and you get it under in a routine habit, that's when your goals start to come that little bit faster. You get to that body size where you want to be. You put on your muscle mass where you want to go, and that's exactly where it's from. It's food. So if you're irregular with your food pattern, you won't reach your goal.
Yeah, he used to train quite a lot as well. He wasn't a big lad. He wasn't a big lad by any stretch, but he had a decent physique. Let's put it that way. He kept himself well, sort of thing. And to be fair, he kept saying to me like, it's giving him more energy in a sense. It's helped him in different ways, sort of thing, you know.
And that's all I read from the research I've done on the foods that I put in. They're only supposed to boost your immune system. It's only going to boost your recovery time. But also, there is supplementation that you would have to take as a vegan because your body can't function without it. So some vegans don't know that, whereas I've educated myself and them. Now, these supplementations are vegan friendly. They're not like animal based or anything. They're plant based, but it's what they need. Because they're not eating meats or they're not eating certain fishes or anything like that. It's the vitamins that what they need. So I'll put them in there as well.
Sweet.
So when we get the t-shirts made, on the back of yours, should I put winner cauliflower dinner?
No. Beast.
Cauliflower beast.
No.
Beast roost. Beast.
What we put on yours, Ragnar. Or badmin. Badmin's going on yours. Badmin. Bad admin. Badmin. That's you all over.
If I was that much of a bad admin, I would have put established 2018, wouldn't I?
No, that's just common sense because we established Wounded Highlanders 2020. That's what we established it in. So,
right.
Do you want to carry on this conversation? I don't mind. I really don't.
I literally feel like
because when people start getting involved, like me and you, doing what we've been doing, putting our own time in to sorting the team out, right? Then you've got an opinion to have. Then I'll listen to it. And until we do, I don't care. Don't care. I work for the team. That's it, simple. At the end of the day, I'm going to keep my mouth shut on this because it's going to get...
You're going to get...
Pardon?
I need... Jim, can you sort me out a name badge? Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn. Like, this is what it is. I'm literally in between used to, like, backwards and forwards. It's beautiful. Beautiful entertainment, I've got to say. But anyway, like, stop on that topic. Let me
just get one thing out. If people want to put as much time in as me and you, then I'll listen to the opinion. And I think that's fair. Because how many of the team put themselves in that position where we've raised that much money, we've bought all the kit? Yeah, no one else has.
Yeah.
So I think there's nothing wrong with that. And you getting slated on Facebook isn't happy with me. Not happening. I will have your back, just like I know you will have my back. And if some people have got a problem with that, message me directly.
Let's pause on that topic. And let's talk about
that one.
Let's talk about Brenda Lincoln. All right. So you mentioned briefly Brenda. I understand she makes quilts for heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm presuming she made the one behind you as well.
Yeah, she made the one behind. I got a quilt of Brenda about let's see, back in 2016 when I come back from the Warrior Games, and obviously being speaker and everything, and she approached to do a second one for obviously my Highland Games journey. And one of the nicest husband and wives you'll ever come across. Everything they do is totally raises the money herself, makes the quilts for every injured veteran out there, all personally made, no two are the same. It's all made exactly which way you want it, and it's the way you want it. If you want in, she'll ask you a few questions and you'll end up with a quilt. If you want something that's stuck inside your head on a quilt, explain it to her, and that's exactly what. This one behind us, all I said to her is, love a giant Union Jack with top and the Highland Games. I sent her pictures of it, and this is what I got.
I can't wait to see mine. I've been speaking to her for the past couple of days, and I'm getting the Cheshire colours, Mercian colours, Cheshire cap badge, Mercian cap badge, and then I'm getting the Highland Games, the Wounded Warriors, Wounded Highlanders, Highland Game team, established 2020, baby. Yeah, all over it. So I'm going to have 3 memorials. Well, it's like a memorial, isn't it? 3 memorials in one quilt. I can't wait to see that. I'm going to get a nice big, because to tell you what, I've read some of the stuff that she's done on Facebook, seen some of the stuff done on Facebook, and you know what? And she has to raise all this. I'm going to send her a big hamper, me. Big hamper saying thank you.
Yeah.
Bless the man.
Like I say, I got my first 2016, and I managed, by chance, I bumped into her centre last year, I think it was, or yeah, last year, and straight away, she remembered us. I'd never met her before in my life. I walked past her, shouted my name. She not only remembered my name, she remembered exactly which quilt was mine. And this was, like, what, 3.5 years later. And sat down, had a cup of coffee with her. Absolutely amazing husband and wife. Absolutely brilliant. What they do, they're one of these unsung heroes within the veteran community. She doesn't have to, she loves to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and she doesn't want this for it. She doesn't go bragging. She hasn't got Quilts for Heroes Facebook page on her personal Facebook page. That's her sort of, she doesn't put it right there and ask for money and everything. She just does it in her time, and she's do it. And the amount of veterans that I've never seen that I've got these, see lads take them everywhere. There's some lads every time they go and taking the quilt with them, because there's, whenever I was travelling away to training, the last Highland game, I took with a quilt with us, slept under the stars for 3 nights.
And woke up to a full breakfast, mate.
Yeah, every Invictus training camp and everything, you see the quilts come out. Everybody's slowly but surely getting them, and they're absolutely brilliant.
Well, you imagine how many veterans and how many wounded there is, and she's good at what she does.
It sounds like she's a woman on a mission.
Oh, she must have done at least hundreds of thousands of quilts. Hundreds of thousands.
And she remembers every individual one.
That's mad, that's mad. How did she get them funded?
Haven't got a clue.
Maybe we should do something for her, Jim. Because I never heard of it before. Like I went through Headley Court, all that, and I'd never heard of Brenda. I never heard of Quilts for Heroes until you told me the other week. So when you pass my details on, I can't speak. She speaks to me every day. Back and forth, you know what I mean? So, and to be fair, I can't wait to get it, because I think it's going to look amazing. But that's my quote, not yours. You know what I mean? So, I reckon we could do something for her. And I reckon if you've got a quilt and you would like to do something for Brenda, I reckon we get a lot of people following that.
Definitely.
Yeah, all right, well, we'll chat more on that, and then we'll come up with an idea for her.
Definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, fellas, what's happening in the next week? What's your plans? What's happening going forward?
Well, for me and Mark, and for the team as well, is probably around next Thursday. I'll be collecting the set of Atlas getting delivered. Then on the Saturday, myself and Mark will be travelling up to Dundee to pick all of the kit that we've ordered. All the thrown kit will be travelling up there, meet Charlie and get that.
Let's reword that, mate. All the team's kit that we've raised the money for, that we've got for team. Sorry, should have put that in
And then we'll also, on the 20th or around the 20th, we need to record our shot put throws for the third Valhalla Wounded Highlanders virtual shot put.
I might have to drop out of that one. It's only a shot put.
You can get Nath to step in for you.
Aye, but I reckon I can still do it.
Yes, mate. Yes, mate.
Why didn't we, to promote your Game of Thrones cookbook, we'll get you to throw turnips?
You know I'm going to throw it now, don't I?
Throw turnips and pumpkins.
I'll throw something. I'll throw something. I'll throw something. I nearly swore then. Pack it in.
To be fair, you've done well. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
That's me aim every week.
It's not hard. I'm trying my best. I'm on my best behaviour.
You're doing well. We haven't been, yeah. Not been
Stop it.
Yet.
Stop feeling it. I'll just say it, me. Don't care.
Oh, we'll have to get the wizard with the soundboard.
Yeah, he keeps beeping me out. You've got that button that you press now, and it goes beep.
Censor that. Especially when you're going about established 2020.
2020. Not changing.
Oh man!
And like I said, you got an issue? Message me. I'll have a good conversation with the person.
That's crazy. That, to be fair though, because
well, no, I just don't feel how it's right how people are just attacking you and making you wait your. No one's seen how hard you've worked apart from me. Apart from a few people, no one. So I'm not going to have that. I won't have that.
No. I get that, but if you let me finish, what we're going to say. Yeah, so I just think it's pretty mad, to be fair, that these people come out of the woodwork when the logo's only just being released as well. You know, like, it's not as if it's been out there for a couple of weeks or something. It's literally happened this week, and people are just falling out. I don't get it. Like, don't get me wrong. I've not been through the process. I've not been to a Highland Games with you guys. I've not been part of the team. I'm coming from an outsider's perspective, but surely you want to just stay positive.
Well, exactly. That's what we're doing all this for. We didn't have to throw a mile. We didn't have to raise money. We didn't have to buy kit, did we? But we want to make this team bigger, and it wasn't. To be fair, in 2018, it wasn't the fucking Wounded Highlanders.
Oh, he's done it.
But it wasn't. It wasn't, though. So we're trying now to make this team big so we can go to every Highland Games event, whether it's in the UK or it's not in the UK. And we'll get support. We will get support. But I'm not having people turn around on Facebook and making comments towards what he's been doing for the last 7 or 8 months, right? And having a go at him. It ain't going to happen with me. Say that now. I'll have his back everything.
Well, there's no need for it. There's no need for it at all.
I think it's come down to a lack of understanding and a lack of interest from certain individuals to actually realise what's happening behind closed doors. To actually,
but that's it.
Yeah, but that's just it, because they haven't put the time to be involved.
Because a lot people do underestimate how much goes on behind closed doors. For one event, there's hours and hours and weeks and months of planning that goes before it, just so it runs smoothly. Like they're throwing a mile. I remember you planning that, like between you both. Hours and hours of preparation, hours and hours of sitting down and sorting out how it's going to work. before the day, before spending 4 hours on a field. You know what I mean?
Okay, if certain people want to make comments like that, let them go and pick the kit up.
Well, this is a thing, for example, to open up. Firstly, I've got to get the Highland Games, the World Highland Games Association, to agree to allow more events, open the doors to adaptive athletes. That football is a hard
people
task.
People don't see this hard work you put in, so I'm not going to have people put comments.
Yeah,
like
but that alone is, some people would probably say, close to an impossible job, because the Highland Games have been set in stone, pardon the pun, for hundreds of years. Hundreds of years.
Well, yeah.
But when them gates do open, the Highland Games is a clean sport. You do get drug tested at events. So I've had to sit down either yesterday or the day before, and 6.5 hours in front of a computer screen to get one certificate to say that me, as a coach of a team, understands the rules and regulations and guidelines to clean athletics.
Yeah,
so
anti-doping.
From the UK Anti-Doping and the World Anti-Doping Association, say that I understand it, and that I can then preach that to my team, my friends, my athletes, how important it is to be clean in a clean sport.
Oh yeah, Wilder a little bit.
Hey,
I'll
have you back. And I'm not going to let people underestimate and undermine the work you're doing. It's that simple.
That's it. But yeah, fellas, unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut it there. And we will continue next week, as long as Mark don't get...
See it next week. I think we might have Jason from Spartan Atlas Stones on.
Happy days.
Happy days. But yeah, so until next week, as long as Mark don't get his banned, we will see you there. Thank you very much for joining us. Make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell so you get notified when we are next up. But yeah, thank you and see you later.